Good morning, everybody. This video is especially made for new real estate agents or agents that are thinking of making a transfer to another office. I'm doing this video because I've been hearing some terrible, horrible stories about what agents have had to experience when leaving an office, and I personally experienced some myself. I'll make this a quick video, and I'll explain to you guys the importance of this. When you're a new agent and you're ready to sell, you're not thinking of anything bad that could happen. The most important thing that you guys think you should be discussing is your commission split, but that could be further from the truth. What you guys really need to focus on is not so much the good times, but the bad times when you're going to be leaving the office or things are going wrong and you need support. So these are the things that you really need to think about before joining any particular brand or any particular office. So with that being said, I want to give you guys some specific examples. I'll open up an independent contractor agreement, which is the standard one for North Central Jersey. What I really need you guys to focus on is some of the details on the last two pages. I think everyone's pretty much familiar with this page where it would outline how much commission you would get for a particular transaction. So in this case, maybe you're a new agent, so you're getting 50% on all transactions and all leases, 50%. Okay, great, that's fine. But now when you look at Schedule B is a totally different thing. The Schedule B, this refers to in the event that you are going to leave the office or you're fired from the office. You want to make sure that this is something that you're comfortable with, because a lot of times agents don't put so much focus on this page or don't understand this page. So you need to really read it thoroughly before you sign it. This I've seen sometimes be as low as 6.7% of total gross commission. It's actually so low that it keeps a lot of agents trapped in their offices. I know a lot of agents that work for big time offices, the only two options they have is either stay or quit. There is no transfer, because if you transfer, you lose so much money in that transfer of a brokerage. So make sure that you guys are understanding what you're going to receive after you leave the office. And this is not written in stone, guys. This is totally negotiable. Just like anything else in business is negotiable, this is also negotiable. So make sure you're getting a fair split. The other thing you guys want to focus on as well is you want to get it in writing that, like it says here in mine, in the event of termination, agent may transfer any of their listings to a new brokerage that were procured by them. So that means that in the event that you leave the office, you can take all your hard work, your listings. You should be able to also take your buyers, if they're not under contract, with you. Some agencies will even make you give them inventory of all your leads, your clients, your everybody. It could be your mother, and you have to write it down and give them that information. So make sure that you get this in writing. Obviously, any deals that are under contract, guys, you're going to have to leave at the brokers that you sign on to. But you should be able to work that deal from any office you go to, and you should be able to get the same commission that you were getting while employed there. Now, this is all up to negotiation between you and the broker, but that's the way I do it with my agents. So you should definitely be looking for a fair deal like that. Now, the other thing that you guys might encounter is that in the event that you're going to go to another office, or an event that you get terminated, you want to make sure that you're protected in a way where if you have, let's say, a corporate account, like I say a Fannie Mae or Green River Capital, any of these accounts, if you're thinking about becoming an REO agent and getting these accounts, make sure that you get it in writing that if you were to leave, you're taking your account with you. Because you got to remember that as a real estate agent, no matter who you are or how much involvement you have in the office, the business still belongs to the broker. So it's, everything always sides with them. So you got to keep in mind the laws in real estate are really antiquated. So you have to protect yourself, because they're not really made in order to protect the individual realtor. You have to protect yourself. So educate yourself and make sure that you guys are making the right decision. The other topic that most agents don't understand when you first sign on to an office is hidden fees. So if you're going to go into an office, you want to make sure that they give you a breakdown of their office policies and procedures, where it outlines any fees that could possibly occur while you're an agent in that office. If the fees are, if they're trying to nickel and dime you for copies and for technology fees and this fee and that fee, that should be a sign right there, guys. Should be a red flag that says this is the office that tries to give you a high split and then take that split back with small fees here and there. So if your broker's not producing, your broker's just sitting back waiting for you to make money for the office, then you should run for the hills, because that's really not going to be a place where you're going to be able to grow or get mentorship from someone who sees activity on a day-to-day basis. So make sure you read the policies and procedures. Ours is very simple to read, 4 or 5 pages, and it outlines every possible scenario that you could encounter in our real estate office. The other thing that's really important, guys, and I have no shame showing it, and I know a lot of people keep this as something that's really personal, and some companies don't even have one, which is something you guys should really be careful with, and that's your commission structure, or the tier structure. What happens is that a lot of times when an agent comes on board, they get a split, but they don't know when they're up for their increments. They don't know when they're going to get a boost to their split. So you guys have to make sure that when you join any company, any real estate office, you have to make sure you get this in writing, where it says in detail how much you're going to increase every so often. So with our commission schedule, it explains that in gross commissions, guys, this is not just for the agent or not just for the office. If an agent starts at 50% and they make $15,000 gross, then they get bumped up automatically. So on and so forth, as you could see in this scenario. You don't revert back like some companies do, back to 50 at the end of the year, or if you're on a maternity leave, you don't revert back to 50 when you come back from just having a baby. Once you're at a certain tier, you're staying at that tier. And if it's not black and white, just like you see here, if there's conditions and this and that, you should really think twice before joining any organization. Make sure that what you're getting is in writing always, and make sure that you understand it. So with this, guys, I think it's a very aggressive schedule, but I don't expect every brokerage to be like that. That happens to be our particular business model. But I hope that all this information I'm sharing with you is something that you guys will take into consideration before joining any organization or becoming a new realtor with any particular office. Make sure that your broker is also covering you with workman's compensation insurance, which a lot of agencies don't have. In the event that you're out there and you get hurt, and at least you know you have some protection. If you guys have any further questions on any documents that you guys might be confused about at any brokerage, please shoot me a message or send me an email. You guys know how to reach us. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or share it with your friends and family who think they could benefit from it. So until next time, guys, have a great day.